Do it's your boy Days back at y'all with another one. So as y'all can see on the screen, we got four rappers that are currently locked up that will unfortunately probably serve a majority of the rest of their life in prison. Okay, so we got Lil Durk, we got Tay-K 47, we got Winnie the Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest, probably the biggest crash out in rap history. Shout out to Pooh Shiesty, bruh. At least we know you standing on business, bro. I know I made a whole video pretty much, explaining how much of an idiot you are for doing what you did, but you actually one of the few rappers that actually rap about what they actually do. You know what I'm saying? The rap game is full of a bunch of cappers. You know what I'm saying? We know Pooh Shiesty is standing on business and he's willing to crash out and go do a life sentence, man. So shout out to Pooh Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? We also got YNW Melly, you feel me, who's been locked up for a while, man. YNW Melly, bruh, he was actually a really good artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think his music was really dope. And the fact that they're accusing him of pretty much taking out, three of his friends or something like that while he was in the car with him, you feel me? That boy woke up in the morning, he had murder on his mind. Mac 11, Glocks and 9s, you know what I'm saying? Like, YNW Melly, bro, like, he told y'all he got mixed personalities, bro. He told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like one of his little, his last name is Demons. That's crazy, right? YNW Melly is a demon, and his last government name is Demons, man. So shout out to that boy Melly, you know what I'm saying? And we got Durkio, we got Lil Durk, who, rap fans were basically clowning for years for not sliding for Vaughn when the whole time he actually was, you know what I'm saying? So Lil Durk, you feel me? It's not looking good at all for Lil Durk, man. So my question to y'all is, if y'all had a chance to free one of these four rappers, who would it be? Okay, and we're gonna break down all of these rappers, why they're currently locked up. Let's go ahead and start with Lil Durk, right? So Lil Durk is currently locked up for a murder for hire charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, he basically, paid some people to try to take out Quando Rondo, but they ended up missing, and they took out his cousin. I believe his name is Lil Pub. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comment section. And I think that the reason why Lil Durk did this is because he got peer pressured by the rap fans. You know what I'm saying? All of you rap fans that are clowning Gucci Mane, who's almost 50 years old, Lil Durk, he listened to y'all, bro. He seen the comments in the comment section saying, when you gonna slide for Vaughn? When you gonna do this? And I think that he was, cyber bullied into actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's locked up. He actually, he did slide for King Vaughn, but, was unsuccessful. He did not get the person he was going after. And surprisingly, Quando Rondo is actually in prison right now as well. One of my favorite rappers, Quando Rondo. I think Quando Rondo was one of the most underrated rappers in the game. You know what I'm saying? I think his music is better than NBA Youngboy's. You feel me? So let's move on. We also got Tay-K 47. So let's get into Tay-K 47. You know what I'm saying? Come here, bitch. Oh. He was locked up back in 2016 for involvement in a fatal home invasion robbery. He was only 16 years old and he was tried as an adult. He was later sentenced to 55 years in prison at age 19 in 2019. And in 2025, he received an additional 80-year sentence. Wow. So 80 plus 55. Wow. For a second murder while on the run. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think all these niggas should stay locked up. But if I had to pick one, right? If I had to, I would say Tay-K, because at least Tay-K was a kid when he did what he did. He was only 16 years old. All of these other dudes in this picture that y'all looking at, they were all of age when they committed their crimes. Tay-K was a kid. You feel me? Tay-K probably was a kid that was listening to Lil Durk, listening to King Vaughn, listening to, Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? The Gucci Mane in 2006, not the Gucci Mane that snitched, you feel me? And, he made the wrong decision. He took the wrong path in life, you feel me? But at the end of the day, the fact that he has like 80 plus 55 years, I think that's insane. And, I think kids deserve a second chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tay-K could definitely be rehabilitated because his brain wasn't even fully developed. You know what I'm saying? When he did what he did, he wasn't even 18, bro. He wasn't even a legal age. You feel me? He was still far from 21. So I would say Tay-K out of all of these people should get a second chance, right? Let's move on. So let's get into YNW Melly, okay? So YNW Melly, his real name is Jamel Demons, right? And that name turned out to be true. He is a demon, right? He's been in jail since February of 2019, and he's accused of first-degree murder in October 2018, shooting deaths of his friend Christopher Thomas Jr. and Anthony Williams. Prosecutors allege that Melly shot them and staged a drive-by scene, and in 2023, his trial ended in a mistrial, right? I thought he was going to get free and pretty much walk away after that, but no, they're going to retry him, and he hasn't even gotten bail since he's been locked up in 2019, which is crazy, bro. The man's been locked up for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Now, YNW Melly claims that this was a drive-by shooting, but when the forensics team came out and they looked at, you know, how the bullets were protruded through the car, they determined that the shooter was Melly, you know what I'm saying? And we've heard rumors that, you know, one of Melly's friends disrespected his mom. I think one of the dude's name is Sack Chaser or something like that. Sack Chaser Juvie, something like that. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I heard one of his friends was disrespecting his mom. I heard one of them was like bullying him, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to little boy him. And Lil Melly just had enough, bruh. You know, he pretty much just crashed out at the highest level possible, you know what I'm saying? But Lil Melly was, let me see how old Lil Melly was when he got arrested for this. Lil Melly was 19 years old, right? So he wasn't 21. He wasn't able to legally drink at the time, but he was legal, right? He, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think YNW Melly was old enough to know that he shouldn't have just took out two of his so-called friends that he's been cool with, you know, I think since high school, you know what I'm saying? So listen, you know, YNW Melly is innocent until proven guilty. So is Lil Durk. So is Pooh Shiesty. So we can't just act like these dudes is guilty yet, you feel me, until they're proven guilty in court. You know what I'm saying? But Pooh Shiesty, we know he's guilty because shout out to Seti Nash. Seti Nash literally said he saw the video. So we know that Pooh Shiesty really did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Winnie the Pooh Shiesty. So let's move on to the last suspect that we got. And that is Pooh Shiesty, okay? Winnie the Pooh Shiesty, you know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty, he was already locked up in prison for 3 years, okay? He had a shooting in Florida, you know what I'm saying? He was involved in an armed robbery at the Landon Hotel in Bay Harbor Islands, which is crazy. That's a very luxurious area. Shout out to Bay Harbor, where 2 people were shot during a marijuana sneaker transaction, right? And oh shit, damn, my bad, y'all. Making some coffee. Y'all heard that? Sound like a volcano in this bit. My bad, y'all. My bad, chat. So that's separate from the shooting where he was in the club. That's separate. That was in 2020, right? So June of 2021, he had the famous Miami strip club shooting where he was arrested for another incident where he basically let his gun go off in the strip club. You know what I'm saying? He ended up doing he pleaded guilty to federal conspiracy to possess a firearm in furtherance of crimes of violence, resulting in a 5-year and 3-month sentence. And I think Pooh Shiesty got released early. He ended up only doing 3 years, right? So then when he got out, because he felt some type of way about Gucci asking for his 1017 chain back from his cousin Big Scar, who passed away due to a drug overdose. Rest in peace to Big Scar. Shout out to Big Scar's pops, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the family. You know, it's all love over here, you feel me? Pooh Shiesty decided to set up a meeting with Gucci Mane while he was on house arrest, right? So he basically set Gucci up, you know what I'm saying? He went there with Big 30, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Back, Big 30. And I think some other people was there too. Pooh Shiesty's pops was there, you feel me? And he basically told Gucci, look, man, I want to get out this deal. You know, record labels is offering me 10 milli. You know, Yo Gotti offering me, you know, the bag. I want to go with Yo Gotti. I want to go to your ops label, even though I know you and Yo Gotti got real beef with each other. You feel me? Gucci wasn't having it, man. You know, Gucci, you know, he was really excited for Pooh Shiesty to come out, you know what I'm saying? And Gucci was like, hell nah, you got the hottest song in the game. I done let the Migos go. I done let Young Thug go. You gonna be the one artist that I'm gonna make some money off of, you know what I'm saying? All the people that just think Gucci's just got $100 million, bro. All of these artists that Gucci really put on. They didn't stay with him when they really blew up for real. You know what I'm saying? So Pooh Shiesty wasn't trying to hear that. And Pooh Shiesty and his partners pulled out weapons, had Gucci at gunpoint. They pulled out a contract that they made on Microsoft Word. Hey, bro. Hey, did Pooh Shiesty and his pops, did y'all really go on Microsoft Word and just type up a fake-ass contract? And y'all thought y'all was going to take that to Atlantic Records and get off the label? So they forced Gucci to sign a contract. From what we heard, Pooh Shiesty screwed the screw earrings, the screw diamond earrings out of Gucci's ear, which I just can't see that happening, bro. Like, I would literally have to see it on video to believe that Pooh Shiesty actually screwed the diamond earrings out of Gucci's ears, bro. That's insane, bro. Yeah, man, they forced Gucci to sign a contract. They took his wedding ring, which I think is extremely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Took his wedding ring, you feel me? And yeah, man, I think the security got you know, hurt too. They showed injuries of the security on his neck and stuff like that. So I think the number one person that should stay where they at is Pooh Shiesty. You know, you was already on house arrest. You got released early. You were supposed to do 5 years. And the man that put you on, the man that signed you to a major label, the man that made you a name in hip hop, the man that was saying, Gucci even said he was putting money on your commissary, bruh. You snaked him. You know, you got overly emotional. And listen, bro, I totally get you feeling some type of way about Gucci asking for the chain back from Big Scar. Do I think that Gucci should have done that? No. If I was Gucci, would I have asked Big Scar's family? Hell no. I think, especially during that time, I think that was disrespectful. But at the end of the day, bruh, business is business, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You should have called Big Scar's dad, had a conversation with him. I'm pretty sure he would have told you not to do that. You seen the video on my channel, bruh. Like, it's obvious that he didn't want you to do what you did, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But I think other people in the family, and this has happened to me before, right? Where, you know, one of my aunts called me about a situation in my family, and I crashed out before, you know what I'm saying? And I had to sit back and think, like, that ain't how you handle situations as a man. If you let your emotions control you, you know, that's little boy shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, it seems like they don't really have any video evidence on Pooh Shiesty. So we could see Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 end up beating this case, man. They got a really good lawyer. Shout out to Bradford Cohen, whatever his name is. And yeah, man, out of all these people, I think all of them should stay locked up. But if I had to pick, I would say free that boy Tay-K 47, man. He was only 16, you feel me? Come here, bitch. Oh. Chopper, let us go. Yeah. Yeah, it's your boy Days. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all click that hype button for your boy, man, so we can get the video into the algorithm. Click that thumbs up button for your boy, man. And most importantly, leave a comment. Love, hate, don't care. Just react to the video. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.